Hey Hotshots, Jess with Emotional Fire Academy here today to talk about don't settle for being a highly sensitive person. Subscribe to my channel if you're tired of settling. That's what we do here at Emotional Fire Academy. Welcome. I am Jess. I am a NLP master practitioner and former firefighter. I have free resources for you if you're ready to stop settling for being a highly sensitive person. I have my free 3-part training series, which is available below. You just unlock it with your email address because I want people to be supported too. I want you to have somebody to reach out to if you do try this and you need some feedback. I'm here to talk to you. Also, I have a paid resource. If you're ready to get guidance, if you're ready to go through a cohort-based experience, work closely with me in different capacities, and really, get the solutions that you're looking for, that is available as well. The Flammable to Fireproof 7-week program is available now. You can sign up for that as a pre-sale. It's a pre-sale only at this point, and that information is below as well. So today I kind of want to be a little bit more vocal about my thoughts about the highly sensitive personality. I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes around this sphere of my life, and I kind of want to show you reveal the revelations that I've had about this and the mistakes I've made and things I wish I would have done differently. The first thing that when I talk about don't settle, I really believe that you can be whoever you want in life. Whoever you want. Your personality is so moldable and changeable. The different traits that you exhibit, the different behaviors that you engage in every day are so shapeable, that you have so much power. Why would anyone choose to be highly sensitive? That's kind of my view on it at this point. Because now that I've stepped into that power and I know how much power I have and I know how it all works, seriously, like being a highly sensitive person, it's okay to leave it behind. It's okay to want to leave it behind. I think people kind of hold on to it because they like the superpowers of it. I say totally ditch it. Like ditch it. Just because you're not a highly sensitive person anymore doesn't mean you can't be compassionate, empathic, caring, loving. You're even more of those things when you're not HSP because you're not being held back by the emotionality, the overthinking, the overanalyzing, all that stuff. So you can actually be more yourself, your pure self, I believe, without the HSP traits. Let me dive deeper into that for you. So some of the mistakes that I made in this whole journey that I wish I could go back and fix, and the fix that I'm now offering you with the resources that I have for you. The first mistake I made was thinking this was a real thing. What do I mean by that? Okay, so what is reality? What is realness? Realness is what we give our meaning and attention to, right? We create realness, making something real by giving it meaning, which we do with language, and then paying attention to it, which is our focus, what we're doing with our body. We're directing our senses towards that. I was lulled into the similar path many people take. I was like, oh, this is what's wrong with me. I had a belief there's something wrong with me. I bought into the label, into the community. Oh, this is nice. This is a community of people who understand me. I briefly felt understood and some camaraderie. And I totally bought into the label. When I thought of myself, HSP was just in there. I permanently was like, put that red stamp on myself, HSP for sure, through and through. And I did that for probably since I heard about it, which was well over a decade ago. So the number 2 mistake then I did was waiting too long to question number 1. Waiting way too long. Letting it play out, playing out the behaviors, allowing the emotionality to have have all the power in my life, just giving up on a lot of stuff. feeling really discouraged and depressed and saying, this is who I am, and buying into all that story that I was creating inside of myself by subscribing to the label. And it wasn't until, a couple years ago that I really started to question. I'm like, okay, how can I, is this all there is? Is this all I am? That's kind of the question that started to come up. And one of my business coaches suggested, he's like, why not, what would happen if you mastered your emotions? And coming at it from a different sense, from a business perspective of having the social accountability of having to do this in front of an audience, kind of things clicked into place for me. If I'm going to be totally transparent with you, which I would like to be. And so that kind of social accountability and, one of my values in life is being the best and being like, okay, I have to do this for real. And I'm going on this quest then to start questioning the label, questioning, is this all I am? Do I have potential for more? Do I have the potential to do this in front of people and do it for real? So, getting that time back, having 10 years back, that would be awesome. But I am where I am. I don't have any regrets in life, but it would have been nice to have that, to reclaim that time. So that's kind of what I'm offering, and saying, don't settle for this. Don't settle for it. Don't wait to question it. When we start to question our reality and how we do things and our inner experience, we often find answers that can break us out of where we are currently. It's about growth. When you start questioning, you start growing. And then the last thing, trying one thing at a time to fix my high sensitivity. So once I kind of committed to mastering my emotions, I tried one thing at a time to fix it. And I had kind of done that. Well, I tried one thing at a time before, right? I tried therapy. I tried meditating, one thing at a time, a slow drip. After I really committed, let me correct that. When I really committed to like, this is going to happen no matter what, I remembered what I learned in Fire Academy of surround and drown. Now that is a technique firefighters use when you have a really bad fire and, there's only been 1 or 2 trucks on scene, putting some water in it. Surround and drown is when the whole building is burning down and you need all the help. You call in all the other departments around you and everybody circles around the building and they all dump water on the building. Surround and drown. That way success is guaranteed. When you surround and drown something, when you hit it from all angles, it's going to work that way. And that really was what made the shift, because the one thing at a time approach would help a little bit, but then I'd regress back to the way things were. So, and we talk about the emotional fire triangle. I've referenced that in so many of my videos, but it's 3 sides. You have to hit all 3 sides of the triangle. So many other modalities just do one side at a time. And so to really put that fire out, to change yourself, to reprogram yourself, you got to attack all 3 at the same time. And then success is guaranteed. When you reprogram all 3 sides of that triangle, you literally can become whoever you want to be, because you have the master recipe. That's the recipe to your personality, or your body, your mind, and then your belief system, what you consider to be true. All of those 3 things and the habits that you've made out of that. That is who you are, how you show up in the world. That is your inner experience. That's your outer experience, is everything. So when we want to, don't ever settle. Don't ever settle. This is the solution. The way out of this is surrounding and drowning, reprogramming all 3 sides to totally shift. And my goal, what I learned, because when I went into this, my primary goal in my mind, I had told myself, I just want to feel better. I just want to feel better. I want to be able to do what I want to do in life and actually accomplish those things. So when I applied all this, when I surrounded and drowned and really hit it hard, I popped out of the experience itself. It felt like a bubble bursting. That's how it just all clicked into place. my HSPness popped like a bubble. That was literally my experience of it. And so you don't ever have to settle. This whole, I know there's a community around HSP, and, it's a very loving community. People are very supportive. I think that's amazing. They're very compassionate. But you as an individual don't have to settle for this. You don't have to assume this is your personality. You don't have to assume the label. You don't have to do this. You can be whoever you damn well please. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. You can see examples of this in real life. I've referenced this before with firefighters. People don't come into the fire service being heroes. It's a mindset shift. It's the same three things. You learn tools, you practice them, and then you gradually over time develop this mindset shift where you can walk into the chaos unruffled. This is the same transition. People, it's terrifying coming into Fire Academy and having to learn how to do some of these things, having to raise a 40-foot ladder or save someone's life. It's terrifying to do that stuff. It takes a massive mindset shift to actually get to the other side and to be able to do it with that level of calm detachment, to do it successfully. So that mindset shift, anyone can accomplish. You just need the tools and the training. And that's what we do in the Flammable to Fireproof program. That is what we do. So you don't ever have to settle with being a highly sensitive person. I don't think this is who anyone is. I don't think we're born HSP. I don't buy into the genetic element. I think our behaviors actually turn on certain genes. This is the field of epigenetics. Bruce Lipton talks about this. How our behaviors and our thoughts and our consciousness activates certain genes, turns them on and off. So I think it's actually an effect of our state of consciousness. I don't think we're born with it. I think we're born, kind of being observant and, curious about the world. And then we kind of accidentally develop this personality type. It's kind of we stumble into it and we can stumble back out of it. So that's my belief. That's what I found for myself. Go ahead. Yeah, if you're, the Academy will only be open for a few more days. Go ahead and grab that before it's gone. Otherwise, keep watching my videos. I'm going to keep talking about this because I love it. I love helping people out of this because when I did it, it totally changed my life, totally transformed my life for good. So, and I want to help you do the same thing. That free resource is there too. I teach you the stop, drop, and roll maneuver. That's how you start emotional regulation. Start regulating yourself, taking back control of the power from your emotions so that you can then have more conscious choice about what you want to do, what your behaviors are, what your choices are, instead of your emotions running the show. So I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye.